Hmm. So, hi. Don't expect too much from this stream today, but we'll go through some stuff. Maybe we are going to build a few things. Um, I'm building with Kada because this is the idea here is to make a model that Kada would release as their as a set. Simple as that. Anyway, so Christian did some thinking and designing, so we don't have to. Basically, there's two specific spots that he thought about. So this part here. So this is a curved panel, and he managed to do the curvature with the help of bricks. Um, and they actually create the Countach, the proper angle here, uh, to a very good margin. I'm perfectly happy with that. Uh, Second thing, if we go to the rear of the car, so what we have here, you know, credit where credit is due. Um, Here, this is something I was thinking about as well. Basically, we would do the whole thing here as a plate. So basically, plate with tiles on top of it. So instead of lift arms, it would be all bricks or plates, um, including the scoop. So the scoop, of course, would be part of the whole panel here. That would be just put on top of some structure that we still need to design. Since, of course, Christian did not design the structure underneath, he just placed the panels on, um, which is fair enough, since it's a thought experiment. But I like it, and we probably should go in this direction because it's really, it's low on parts, relatively uh, simple to put on. We just need to make a substructure that would hold it, basically. Um, Here, this, of course, then when we have the scoop, we can do this part here. This part here is probably gonna be the most challenging part because it's a few angles that we need to put right, and not just put right. We need to. You can design anything in CAD to place it, but if you cannot, if there's nothing underneath to hold it, but we'll do it. Next, of course, my next concern that I was thinking about is how to make the engagement of the drive less harsh. So what's happening now is that when the motors engage, all of the power comes very suddenly, and during time, this can damage parts. So maybe we can engineer um, a soft engagement clutch or something like that. I think the Kada Ferrari has a clutch like this that Nico designed. So you know that's the next point. Obviously, the pole showed that more of you were in favor of kind of not building the car, but I reconsidered because actually it's easier to steal the parts from the model itself than from dumping everything into the box. Um, and the box, it looks beautiful, so I don't know. Um, so yeah, we'll build the car on stream in the following days, and let's see if the clutch that Nico built is something we can use here or we can adapt for our purposes. It has some rubber things here. Not clutch. Clutch as such. A coupling that would allow force to be introduced more gradual than it's done now. I don't know. If it makes sense in both directions, so forwards and reversed. uh I don't know, we'll have to think of something. There are possibilities. So obviously we have this part here. We have the cheek here that we need to do. The NACA duct is figured out. Next thing that we need to do is, of course, the elephant in the room. So we do have, let me take you on the right. We do have a solution of sorts for the rear fender. However, I have absolutely no idea what to do here in the front. We obviously do need to make some structure here, but something that doesn't look out of place. I don't know if the connectors that we used on the Sierra would quite look natural here. I remain unconvinced, but we are gonna make an attempt and see what we can do. I will also do a bricklink order this week, so I can get some more parts. Basically, all of these for the NACA ducts, the what are these? The brackets and stuff. I tried to order them the previous week when I was ordering some pneumatic cylinders and stuff, but it's bricklink. I couldn't really find a store that had enough, or any. And the next problem was when I was ready with my order, I saw on the store's policy it doesn't ship to Slovenia. So I was like, I don't, I just said fuck it. I'm gonna do it later. Since I spent like an hour or something like that just in that store, putting together everything, optimizing the order for and I was like, yeah. You see, we can make parts that are gonna look good. Okay, that's not a problem. We can make it look good. The problem is that when you touch it, it will break off. When you drive it, it will vibrate and it will fall off. That must not happen. That's the thing. Yeah. I know there's more details, but these are the the main ones I'm focusing on. I saw a few other details, but you know, not everything at once. So this part here and the cheek with the duct here are the ones that are yeah, that are most visible, and you know, they will make the most difference. Then there's of course a ton of details, like for example the side paneling here is going to be different because it needs to be bigger and different. So the Naka duct here is going to be it's not going to have the tiles here, so the two stud tile here, but just the duct, you know, all of that. Yeah, and you know, the door and tons of stuff, but one step at a time. um, yeah, and of course the door frame. All of these parts, I have no idea how to do them, to be honest. um, and of course we still need to redo the gearbox. And by redo, I mean not completely redo, but we need to increase the reliability a little bit. Some of the stuff of the shifting mechanism that need to be beefed up, so that they are really, you know, reliable. Um, yeah. Um, and we, you know, we need to go step by step. Um, since I more or less do not have any of the parts that Christian used in the in this paneling, um, we're not going to build the paneling, but I would perhaps like to uh, at least try to attempt to make, you know, the paneling sit right today, so that we have, you know, when we do build it, we can put it onto something, you know. For this, I do not have any parts, so we're skipping that for now. I do not have the parts for this or the Naka duct, so you know, we have to skip that. As for the panels for the roof, I think in Nico's car we do have this and this in red, so you know, we're gonna have finally a red roof. Um, I tried to order these in red, um, but of course the shop that had them wouldn't ship to me, so bummer. Um, yeah, and then of course we need to make the interior, uh, but you know, first the exterior. First the exterior. Interior comes really last. Um, yeah, flames. There are actually, you know, there are transparent orange, I think, flames from Lego. Transparent orange and red. So we can basically build them, and you know, have the engine cover up, and then on top of the engine we can have, you know, for a photo shoot we can have the flames up, and we could have, I don't know, um, a figure built or something like that, or maybe one exists like an action figure or something that's big enough for the car, in the scale of the car, that's just on the sides, and it's like, oh my god, my expensive Italian car is burning or something like that. Nah, nah, the flames are enough. You know, in the pictures, you know, it's gonna be good enough. uh, the Batmobile, the new Batmobile, I think, has those flames as well, I think. um, anyway anyway, let's see what we can do here. Obviously, what we did in the previous video with this, we are going to more or less discard. Not everything, since we did a good job with mounting this. Yeah, I might. I might. Or, I might for the after everything is done with the pictures, photo shoot, um, I then might just throw it against the wall, as a last uh, ditch to vent my frustration. But let's try to not let it come to that. So let's remove this and figure out a way to have the tiled plates be flush with everything. Since these here are actually, they are being focused. They are standing up against the bodywork. I don't know if we should keep that or not, or we should have them be flush with the tiles. Decisions. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Italian cars, Alfa specifically, they are more or less in the workshop the whole time. Yeah. I mean, you know, 6x16 plate. Oh, I don't have that, but I do have 2x16 or 4x16 plates. Let's take those. Just a second. Oh wait, I do have them. This one is. I mean, I do have them in black. Or do I? Do I have them in red? Let's check. Let's check. Do I have them in red? I need to move this box out of the way. Oh, I do. Would you look at that? I do have them. Yeah. Okay, just a second. Since I want to replicate this in a way, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So. Yeah, well, me and my friends call this the goddamn previous owner, or GDPO in short. So okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 7. Okay. So I'm building here a very crude representation of what Christian did. This is, you know, very crude. This is just so that I know that there is something there. Okay, I don't have the parts, so not gonna make an attempt at replicating it accurately. I just want to have, you know, something, and this is 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Okay, let's close this up. Have this here. Okay. I need to put this back under the desk. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, obviously, it's not entirely accurate what Christian did. Not at all, but you know, it has the right length, I think, and the right depth, I think, which will be okay for our purposes. Let's transfer these here as well. So we have something to work with. And then we can try to install this. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. What am I doing wrong? Is this? Oh, right. Okay, that's wrong. Okay. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are 14ths, not 16ths. Yes, that's my problem. Fixed. So obviously these are just symbolic because I don't even have enough of them. But you know. Not sure. Not sure. Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. Anyway. I don't know why I missed that. I thought I have just these. Okay. Ah. Okay, and I'm gonna put this here just so that everything here is black and doesn't confuse us or me. Okay, so now we have to replace this with this. And everything here needs to go. Go. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna not use this at the moment because I think this is gonna be at an angle anyway, but I don't know. First, let's see how we can fit this in. It has to be like this. Yes, but this guy here as in the way. Well, come on. Okay. Okay. This now fits. It's in here. And now we need to figure out how to attach it. So how in the hell are we going to attach this? Specifically on this edge. Specifically here. Let me think. Because we need ideally we would need the lift arm to be double stacked. So it would be something like 2 rows of lift arms, and we could place this here on the bottom row. Yeah. Thought experiment. Okay. So ideally, we would have, you know, another camera positions. I'm sorry. So ideally, we would have like 2 rows of lift arms in the entire length. So the bottom row would be the one onto which something attaches that that's gonna hold our plate. But how to mount this in a way that doesn't show up on the surface, so that we can keep the smooth lift arm surface on top. Well, means that we need to just have 2 rows of lift arms. Nothing more. Which kinda sucks, but it is what it is. So this guy here at the rear can be attached like, you know, just simply with this here, like that, you know, and then we run it in the entire length, and then we have something in the front. Let me dig out the red lift arms. Where are they? I mean, no, they don't even have to be red. They can be black. I mean, you know, ideas are always good, but what I want here is I want this stuff to be not separate pieces that are independent of each other. I want them to be as much as part of one structure as possible. So I would even like this here to be connected to this part here, if possible. You know, to be, you know, so that this wouldn't flap around too much. But you know, there's just so much that, you know, you can do. Yeah, I mean, what would be cool and what we can do are two distinctly different things. Obviously, I don't have a lift arm that's the length. I don't, so it's gonna be just like this for now. Doesn't matter. You know, ideally I would have a lift arm that's 2 studs longer, but I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we suddenly do have 2 rows of lift arms. Is this good or not? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna try to, you know, attach what we have onto them, and we'll see. You know, we'll see. Question is, how are we going to attach it? Here in the front is going to be easier because we can use, instead of these, we can use one or two of these, and the theoretical advantage of this is that we can use these. Theoretical advantage. So we can use them like this. Let me show you. Basically, so this is possible. I am not sure. I mean, I'm sure that this isn't possible here in the rear, because obviously the brick is gonna clash with the lift arm itself, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. So we need to basically use lift arms, and on the lift arms we're gonna put those. Even here in the front, I think that's gonna be the better approach. More parts efficient, I think. Okay, about take 3. That's gonna be enough, or even too much. So, not you. This ish. So the general idea here is that we are going to have like maybe like this, 2 of these, and then we can have something like this. Something like this. I don't know. I guess one of the pins is going to be reserved to attach it to something. Not sure how, but I guess. Come on! Oh my god. There we go. There we go. Okay. Right. And in the front, I guess we're gonna have 2 as well. So 2 because it prevents it from twisting and it's easier to mount. But here in front, I mean, let's use these, yeah, because they're gonna be easier. I think. I don't know, maybe. Like this. Now, is it necessary to combine them with an axle? Maybe. Maybe. So. There we go. All right. So it does work. Ish. Yeah. These look good, I guess. But there's as far as I can see, I may be mistaken. There's a flaw with them. Half a stud. Half a stud. But I see where you're getting. Problem is the half a stud problem is in both directions, front and rear. Front, so left, right, front, rear. One we can solve, yeah, because the part that Christian posted could be, we could use the pinholes on the part like this, the pinholes, the studs like this, but then we get an offset half a stud in either direction. But yeah, they could be useful. Yeah, definitely gonna take up less space than this. But now let's take a look at the bottom of this and see if there's a way to mount them on the other side. Because I am, I'm not happy with this flapping around. So it's lying nicely flush. I think it's okay. It's okay. I mean, probably best we can hope for. But we need to mount them. Focus. We need to mount them here. And I guess, it's gonna be something like this. So with a flexible part, but it needs to be in the front and the rear. And if we do this, then we need to think of a way to access this. And if we are thinking of accessing this, then the entire side panel, so the entirety of this here, needs to be mounted in a way that we mount this part first, and then the entirety of this is going to be basically attached with pins. Just, we push it in, and it can be attached and detached in order to take this off, or manipulate or whatever. Otherwise it's gonna be a nightmare to build. I mean, I can build it with my fingers going inside and everything, but the average person, it's not gonna happen. So we have to then design the entire outer wall here, the quarter panel, in a way that can be attached and detached, which is fine with me, actually, because the current way of attaching it is, I don't know, I'm not entirely happy with it. And yeah, maybe this is gonna be okay. Problem is, of course, we need to then redesign this part here as well, so that this part here, so that this part attaches to the rest of the body independently of this, but this is still firmly attached to the body in the same mount point than this. So basically the side panel is going to be, instead of one piece, it's going to be two pieces. Fine with me. And let's look at this from the front. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Now, obviously, imagine that this is gonna be a black and indented inside, with very thin walls on each side, and smooth, and imagine. This is just a very crude representation because I don't have the parts, but it's there. It's there. This is the window. And we need to now figure out, of course, how to do the transition here. I need to, myself, I don't know exactly how this transition is done. in the real car? Is it just flat, or I think it's, you know, it's a bit more complex shape. I don't know. But yeah, basically, this part here is gonna be attached to the body separately from this, and this entire upper part is gonna be just pinned inside, so we have access to the mount points for this. That would be probably the sensible way. So the entire rear quarter, so including this, whatever we decide to do here in the rear, would be like attach, detach, including the fender flare. You know, so we don't really complicate and use as few parts as possible. And if something breaks, you know, it's easily, you know, you just pull a few things off and you have full access to, I don't know, the suspension or whatever. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to pull this off again. Okay. That's gonna be fairly easy. Fairly easy to do. Yeah, but we need to redesign this anyway, because it needs to be 2 studs longer. So initially there was supposed to be a 2 studs plate here, or tile, 2 studs thick and 3 studs height, for the Naka duct thingy. But yeah, the fewer plates we have here, the fewer tiles we have here, the better. My only concern, of course, is with this here, but I think this here is gonna be, yeah, it's basically hiding inside the pinhole. So you know, this pinhole here has room in this pinhole, so it's fine. It's gonna clear and make it, yeah, it's not gonna make it any stiffer, but you know, it's gonna be fine. So yeah, and the entirety here we need to make detachable. So we need to, you know, use some of these, or the 3x5 ones, that we get the flushness on the outside, and we get the possibility to attach a pinhole connection on the inside. I do have an idea how to do this, but let's take this out first. Triangle in the side. I mean, I don't know exactly which triangle you mean. That's what I want to say. There are several possibilities, of course. Oh, so this attaches like this. I got how to do it. Fuck me. How does this come apart? Ah, okay. Like this. Yeah. But the Naka duct is not something that we are going to explore just now. This is not the priority right now. It's well understood how it's gonna work, but right now we're gonna do something else. Okay. So So this is fine as is, I guess. So obviously we're gonna use the 5 times 3 lift arm here, and the 5 times 3 lift arm is gonna have connectors on it, so we just attach it directly in here, and then we're gonna have this a similar solution here in the rear, but since we have the connector here, we can have something that's not immediately visible on the outside. That's the theory. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. I don't know. So we have only we have 3 rows. 3 rows available to us. Okay, 3 rows available to us here. And I would like this to be in the middle row, because the attachment point would actually be something like this. Yeah, I'm aware of the issues. I mean, but keep an open mind for now. Keep an open mind. There are possibilities. Yeah, exactly. It's a work in progress. Until this is finalized, everything you see on screen, on stream, in renders, everything is a work in progress. It's basically we're throwing ideas at the wall and we'll see what sticks. This requires sometimes to just go with it. If it's not okay, you just build something different. And that's exactly what we're doing. So, this is how the design process, works. You would be amazed at the prototypes people at Lego sometimes have, or other companies. The prototypes are sometimes very adventurous. And you probably wouldn't even recognize some of the models if you would see the prototypes, I would need 2 screens. I just cannot have everything. Yeah, I guess you are, but just keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. This is a work in progress, and at the moment it's chaos. That's how things work. It's chaos. Semi-controlled chaos, but still chaos. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. They do not give a shit about that. That's true. That's true. But you know, the rest they do. I, I mean, I hope it's not always obvious. Um. Okay. Concentrate. Concentrate. Two studs more is like this. Yeah. Um. Which one did you use? No, you used this one, right? Yeah, the longer one. Second time I put it wrong. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. This is exactly two studs longer than this. I'm gonna go with this for now. Just do. Hmm. Okay. So let's check. We have this guy here, and it connects like this. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna use this for now. So that you can figure out the front one. No, that's not right. That's not right. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's right. Ish. So what we have here is now this situation. So this is basic. This would basically be the point where we connect this part here. I want it to be connected as high as possible, you know, to prevent, you know, it flapping around, because this here on the bottom, it's not going to be a problem because of our friend here. So this part here is basically aiding us in this being stuck there. So we need to create this part here. It's too long. True. By one stud. Okay. Inconvenient. Focus. Okay. Oh, you have done it like this. Okay. Yeah, I get it. No problem. No need to be sorry. But yeah, we need 4 studs there, but we have just 3 now. Yeah. So this is okay. Basically, switch this like that. Yeah. Minus this here. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how we do this. Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah. Discarded. Yeah. Now, my problem is that I want this part here to be there. That is a requirement, otherwise we cannot fit this the way I want. So this is all right, but we do need a 2 stud in the rear, I think. Let me check. I'm horrible at this. Horrible at this. Sometimes I just cannot imagine things and have to literally try them out like this. Let's see. Yeah, a 5er. Then it's gonna be all right. For now, I just have to have it built, and then we'll see. How did I put this down? As we said, it's all a matter of debate. Yeah. I mean, we're just, painting with very broad strokes now. It's not it's not like we are try-harding for extreme accuracy right now. That's gonna come later. Right now we are just concerned on getting the basics right, and then we have a canvas to to put things right later. Okay, we're gonna change this or not. We are gonna change this. I think. Hope. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, now we have the problem of this. This must not be here. We need this here. Otherwise, this is never gonna fit. Right, yeah. This can be here. This, yeah. This is now here. Good. And we have this hole here that we desperately need. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now this is in the way. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it out for now. This is sitting here. Okay. Where's this part? Where's this part? Sadly. Wouldn't it be ideal? Yeah, but no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Okay, let's do this for now. So, for now, until I think of something better, I'm going to do this here. Come on. This. And like this. There. Fits nicely for now. Yeah, I don't have the CADA for like 4L pin here. So, you know, I can just deal with what I have. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. So this kind of works. Now the rear. The rear. The rear. Yeah, it's higher. I want it to be for it to be as high as possible so that we get as little movement here as possible. And this is gonna be covered by black plates, I guess, on which there will be the venting tiles. We'll see. Okay, here in the rear, we want to have a similar stunt. Either we pin it like this, or we have um, mm, or we have a lift arm running down here. Maybe. Mm, but I don't think the lift arm is gonna be okay. Or if a 5-stud lift arm is gonna be longer than this. But we can have something on here. You know, something. This is just temporary. And then, of course, we need to figure out what to do with these, how to attach these. These, of course, need to be attached first before we pin the side panel on. So whatever thing for the side panel we do here, it needs to be in a way that doesn't interfere with this. And this doesn't have to be as high as the front. I'm gonna remove all of this here. This is unnecessary. Just ballast. I mean, first of all, we have this here. We can have this. And then straight away this here. That. And we are going to have I guess we're gonna have this here. Oh, right. Right, too. Come on. Ah. Okay. Okay. Great. And this is gonna be This is, of course, temporary. Come on. Ah. Okay. Like this. So now we have this attached and the front attached, and both can be just unpinned. Unpinned, and it's gone. You know, that's the general idea. And if you want it on, you just pin it on. Now we can see how we're gonna attach this here. So this here, we're gonna mark its limits here. Of course, once we remove this, we're not gonna know where this has to be. So I need to mark it here somehow. No. No. Huh? Wait, what? Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, I know where it needs to be. Come on. Never the right one. Okay. This is its height. Okay. Right. Now we need to figure out how to attach it in a way that's gonna be easy. Easy in the front and rear. So the general idea, of course, is we're gonna use these soft spongy thingies here. Question is only where, so that we keep the correct height. I guess here, even no, we're gonna have it here. Yeah, here, one step further out. One step further out. Yes. So it's gonna be a number 6, which is fine. And the connector is gonna be there. Yes. Okay. I know all I need. At least for the rear one. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. So this obviously, worked better in my mind than it works in reality. But yeah, ideally we would have this here. Here. Yeah. So we need to get one of those. Um, okay. Redesign. 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 And, yeah, but you know, I cannot have his camera here all the time. That's the problem. His camera is much, much, much better than I have, and accordingly, of course, much more expensive. He is a hobby photographer. I mean, I have to say hobby because it's not his profession, but you know, he is very good. He is very good with what he does. Um, but his equipment is out of my budget, sadly. There we go. Well, the streams, you know, 2 hours is more or less, you know, that's kind of my limit for creative streams. You know, there's exceptions, but being creative for 2 hours is, you know, not easy. It's different when you're playing, you know, when you have streams that where you play games or stuff. It's easier to have gaming streams that last much longer because you don't have to be that creative. Yeah, you play games, you entertain people, but you know, um, it's still easier to have much longer streams than what I'm having here. Um, okay, so the rear one is nice. Now we need to do the front one, and then we can slap everything together. And I think we have a pretty nice understanding on how it's gonna fit together, because this thing here, looks fine. The rubber part is doing its job. And if you're wondering which camera I have, it's the Logitech thing here. This is what I have. You know. Okay, now we need to do the front one here. Yeah. How are we gonna do that? I don't know, but we do have to do it. Okay. We are probably going to start here and have the rubber thingy here somewhere. For this, of course, we need to do the same as in the rear. We need to make it 6 studs long instead of 5. Which hinge, you mean? There. I want this to be, of course, as far in front as possible. So we're going to do it like this. There we go. This one is to approximate the angle. Yes. Of course. That hinge is vital for the way the knocker duct looks. Now let's see if we are lucky. Are we lucky? No. Okay, so this guy here wants to be offset by my favorite amount of offset. So half a stud in each direction. So half a stud up and down, and half a stud front and rear. Obviously. How are we going to oblige? So we're gonna, the half a stud front and rear we're gonna ignore. We're just gonna focus on the half a stud in the up and down direction. Because, let's see. Okay. If we go, wait. If we go half a stud further to the front, we may even skip that. Because we have just this one room before the ducting starts. Yeah, no, you can get away with it. You can get away with it. It's 1, 2, 4. 4 studs. 4 studs. Do we feel happy with this? Let's see. Do we feel happy with this? It is the correct amount. Do we feel happy with this? Because we need to modify this here. Has to be a restart. Something. Otherwise, this is not going to fit. There. There. See. I mean, not the end of the world, but to keep in mind. And the good part, that now that we have done this, so we have attached this, and this is, you know, pretty solid, you know. It's not as solid as to, you know, pick the car up by this, but it's not gonna move anywhere. And now we have this here, and this here we attach, of course, here in the front to this, and in the rear into this guy here. So here and here. Oh, come on. Where? Oh, motherfucker. So we need to move it a little bit inwards. See? By one stud. Because of this here. Because of this here. Okay. I see. I did not pay enough attention. So this one has to be 5 studs. And this has to be 1 stud further in. Otherwise it's not gonna fit. Okay. So if we want this a little bit higher, and we actually do, we're gonna do the following. there. This theoretically should be what we want. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, it's too low. It's too low. Okay.
Too damn low. How high does it need to be?
Okay, this high. So 2 stats. Okay, let's see. The theory works. This is probably gonna be completely off because yeah, you can see it. This and this are not the same. They're not the same height. Just let me put this on. Yeah, this is even angled. Yeah, it's too high. 500S, I think.
Hmm.
Is it even right? No.
No, still needs to be a little bit lower.
Not much, but a little bit.
Tiny little bit lower. No.
No, 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 no.
What about this? This is a little bit too high. Ah. Why is there no middle setting? Hmm.
Why is there no middle setting?
God damn it. Yeah.
I don't know. Um,
There must be a simple way.
come on, Jesus.
Okay. We have room to have it at this one stud for the front. To the rear. Yeah, as Ben said, we're gonna have to flip the rubber piece and have it here in the front somehow. Here. What are the options now? Not looking good. Not looking good. Nowhere to mount stuff. Hmm. Again, yes, but no, half a stud in both directions.
I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. So this, then we can wrap this up. Then we continue to the door, because the door needs some love as well. So we're gonna finish this tomorrow, and then we continue to the door. There's a few things, and then we do the gearbox strengthening. So basically the shifting mechanism, and then we need to do the rear and the front, and then the interior. So things to do are getting fewer, but still, yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Uh, Thanks for watching. You know, and I see you tomorrow.